From Northern Australia, number 12, Andrew Bogut. From Arizona, number 9, Andre Iguodala. From Washington State, number 11, Klay Thompson. From Michigan State, number 23, Draymond Green. And from Davidson, number 30, Stephen Curry. The head coach of your home team is Steve Kerr. Make some noise.
Everyone's in their seats here at the Oracle Arena as the Golden State Warriors look to grab a win in front of the home crowd here. Well, it was the Golden State Warriors winning their last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
Their percentage from long range in that game was off the charts. It seemed like anytime the fans got a little hostile, they just started to take it up a notch from beyond.
The bombs were really falling, weren't they? I mean, great shooting, especially when you can see.
Warriors leading by 4. Livingston kicks to Barnes. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
That's his first personal.
And how about Harrison Barnes, the Black Falcon? I mean, he was a high school phenom in Ames, Iowa, and a lottery pick back in 2012 after 2 seasons at Carolina. Remember also in high school, he was a teammate of Dougie McBuckets.
Harrison Barnes, of course, went to North Carolina, grew up as a huge fan of former Tar Heel Michael Jordan.
Yeah, you know, interesting, his mother started taping Jordan's games on the VCR years before he was born. His given name, Harrison Bryson Jordan Barnes. How about that for a factoid?
I didn't know that.
Nor did I.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
And really, the Warriors had an amazing regular season last year. Just from a historical standpoint, it was one of the best ever.
Right, the pass to Chalmers. Dishes it to Moore. 4 on the clock. From deep 3-point range. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Here is Livingston. Green inside, Wright's there. And Green with the basket on the assist by Livingston. And for the Warriors last year, they would end the season with 67 wins. That number, Clark, tying for the 6th best win total in NBA history.
And my guess is only a few people saw it coming. I mean, as the season wore on, it became more and more apparent that the Warriors were for real, but it took a while for people to accept that fact.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with Steve Kerr. Coach said that even though this is the first meeting of the year, he didn't expect there to be much of a feeling out period between the teams. He said, listen, we have a group of guys that can all score and do it in a hurry. I expect us to come right at them and test their defense early on. They'll definitely be on the attack, guys.
Thanks for filling us in there, Doris. Thank you so much. Getting their offense sorted out is the priority here, guys.
And that's what typically drives them. So no big surprise there. They'll be expending most of their energy at the offensive end.
Well, I tell you what, they better save some of that energy for D. I don't care how much you score. At some point, you got to stop some people, too.
Courtney Lee, he's checked in for Memphis. And he can't hit the second.
And some of Harrison Barnes' teammates have referred to him as the senator because of the way he carries himself. And, you know, a very level-headed, dignified young man. And just he has an air about it.
Back to Moore. Lets it go from 11. Got a piece of it, but they recover it. Nice work there coming off the screen.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
And Harrison Barnes at times has been criticized in the past for not being more, Clark, assertive on the court.
Well, you know, it's interesting. He had to weather the pressure of expectations since high school. I mean, people were comparing him to Kobe Bryant back then, but HB can't get caught up in that. He's got to be true to himself. You know what I tell guys? Do you.
Yeah.
Do you?
Lee dishes to Barnes. Memphis moving it around. Shot clock at 6. From past the arc. Lee outside. Moore left side. Pass to Barnes. Here is Chalmers. Moore up top. The second chance effort. That's good. Moore's got his second bucket of the night. Barbosa. Shot is off. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Warriors ahead, up 5. It's the... And Steph Curry, a player with in the gym range. He told us about his...
Anywhere 5-6 feet outside that three-point line, if I have a dribble, if I catch and shoot, if I have a good look, I think Coach will allow me to take that shot. And it's tough to guard, especially when you see a couple go in. That basket gets a lot bigger.
I was going to say, Greg, how big must that hoop look? Morris checked in for Lee, and it's Chalmers in for Mike Conley. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. Livingston and Thompson are the guards, and it's Rush in at the small forward position. That's the Warriors' 5.
And what a first year it was for Steve Kerr and the Warriors. It was the best debut as a new coach ever. 67 wins. He also established a franchise win total in his first year.
And Moore kicks to Green. 5 on the clock. Back to Moore. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Moore's got the lead. Back up to 1 now for the Grizzlies. Warriors have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Here is Livingston. Defended by Chalmers. Bogut. And it's good, assisting on the play with Livingston. That's now 8 points for Andrew Bogut.
Boy, he's really doing a nice job taking advantage of what the defense is giving.
They set the pick.
Move the ball.
At the elbow, it's Gasol. Moore outside. Wright sets a screen for Freak. Shot clock at 5. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. The 3 from Chalmers. Memphis the rebound. Goes back up. Not enough on that one as it misses. Well, it was the Memphis Grizzlies in their last game, a loss to the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah, foul trouble early on, I thought, set the tone in that game, and it just made it difficult for them to get over the hump.
Yeah, it really got them out of sync, and that hurt them big time. Forced them to go much deeper into their bench than they would have liked to.
Here's Moore. The Warriors pull it in. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Memphis this season.
They take on a team they knocked out of the playoffs last season in the conference semis.
Greg, would you suspect a little bad blood or bad feelings from the opposing side? They better be ready to scrap.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skill as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
Chalmers' shot is no good. Warriors leading by 3. And it's Thompson that time on the assist by Livingston. Livingston's got his 3rd assist on the night. And here is Chalmers. 11 points for him in that last game against Brooklyn.
You know, and in watching that game, he did a really nice job of passing the basketball, scoring and setting up his teammates.
And the first half comes to a close.
Thank you, Kevin. Andre, what has been the underlying principle of how you and the team have taken the floor tonight?
Communication. Communication doesn't show up on the stat sheet, but in order for us to be a good team, everyone has to be on the same page, and we're doing it tonight.
Andre, thank you. Kevin, one of those intangibles you always look to.
Thank you, Doris, and we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of action following halftime. And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters.
Well, some really...
In for Klay Thompson. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. White, he's checked in for Gasol. Lee comes in for Zach Randolph. Morris checked in for Allen. And it's Chalmers in for Mike Conley. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Moore in at shooting guard. Green is out there with Lee. Then it's Brandon Wright. And it's Chalmers in at the 1. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Warriors?
You know, I thought maybe they'd cool off a bit at halftime, but they've continued to bury the jump shot.
Don't overlook the success they've had at the free throw line tonight either.
Last season, Memphis fell late and would end up with the 5th seed in the NBA playoffs. Only one of 2 teams to make the playoffs each of the last 5 seasons, along with the San Antonio Spurs.
Yeah, and they were a team that nobody wanted to play. Memphis drew Portland in that first round, and even though they were the 5th seed, they had home court advantage.
Warriors leading by 8. Curry kicks to Barnes, and stolen by Wright. And the pass to Moore. Green left side. It's stolen by Bogut. Curry against Chalmers. Curry passes to Bogut. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 5 assists in the game.
You know, guys, Memphis walks through the first round against Portland. The second round, a lot tougher against Golden State. They went up 2-1 in that series, but couldn't hold on to that lead. Great awareness by Mario Chalmers on that feed.
Here's Livingston. Here's Bogut, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Bogut's got 4 points now in the quarter.
It's starting to look like a repeat of last night, guys. He's battling really hard out there.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Wright sets a screen. It's stolen by Bogut. And now in transition, it's Barnes. Here we go. Livingston dishes to Barnes. Off target from outside. With 1 on the clock. No good. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the 4th quarter. Warriors ahead. They're up by 9. And we're... Well, welcome back as we get set to start the 4th. So it's Memphis picking up the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
So, gentlemen, I'm here with Marc Gasol. And Mark, how would you break down this game in terms of the team's performance and ability to come away with this win?
Just a good all-around night. We believe that in the 4th quarter, I think we did a good job of, staying in the game. We just believe. On to the next one.
Thank you for the time, sir. Guys, back to you.
Doris, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Clark, Greg, and Doris, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now time to go to Ernie Johnson, who's alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.